We're looking at a live picture outside of the Staples Center where there was a clash earlier this evening between the Los Angeles Police Department and protesters. Welcome back to ABC 7.
We are live here at the Staples Center. There's been quite a bit going on in here, of course. The speeches by President Clinton and Hillary Clinton. Outside, the story has been confrontation, violence, and the response to that violence. Our John Gregory is above the scene at the Hotel Figueroa, our vantage point above the scene there, and he has the latest from there. John.
Mark, still a very tense situation here. The immediate area around the Staples Center has cleared. Folks are coming out of the convention area, but on the edges, I can still see patrol cars with their lights on. I can hear sirens all around us in this area as authorities try and clear this crowd out. It was a very large crowd here this evening. Take a look at some more pictures we have for you to give you an idea of what authorities were dealing with down here. These folks were here for a concert performed by Rage Against the Machine. A band gave a free concert tonight, and thousands turned out for it. It got out of hand, though, when folks started burning fires and started throwing things at police. And that's when authorities moved in and started clearing this crowd out. I did learn some new information about what authorities were using on these folks. Apparently, they were using rubber bullets, firing shotguns with rubber bullets at the crowd. These are very effective. They're very painful if you're hit by one. They call them less lethal devices because they can be dangerous. But again, folks pushed out very quickly by authorities with these guns and the rubber bullets. Again, the situation here clearing up, but police still have a lot of work on their hands. John Gregory, ABC 7 Eyewitness News, back to you.
John, thank you very much. That was the vantage point from high above. Miriam Hernandez is down on the ground. She is right there in that protest zone at Figueroa and Olympic, and she brings us up to date. Miriam?
Yeah, well, there's a clash that happened just about at our feet. We're standing on the south side of the protest area, and what started out as a very peaceful protest soon turned into a clash. There were a few firecrackers that went off. They sounded like M20s, and that's when police became nervous and moved in, but they had quite a bit of difficulty dispersing the crowd. The outcome is what you can see behind me over there. There's an ambulance. As the crowd was being moved out, with police sometimes firing beanbags at the ground, another man came against the crowd, running right towards the line of police officers, and then he dropped. Now, some people say he was hit by a beanbag. Other people say, and you've got paramedics around here right now, as well as police officers, who say he's only faking it. Now, that figure, the person that they're trying to assess right now, is Ted Hayes, the local homeless activist and the head and one of the leaders of the National Homeless Coalition. So far, he is the main stir in this crowd as they were trying to go back, and that really created a problem for police because they were trying to disperse the crowd, but there were also a lot of his supporters, Ted Hayes supporters, who were around that cluster of people who were trying to give him aid. As I said, it's the belief of many people here that he is okay. We'll be able to ascertain that in a few minutes and let you know, and we will keep you abreast of any other developments as they become available. Reporting live, Miriam Hernandez, ABC 7 Eyewitness News. Now back to you.
Okay, real quickly, Miriam, he's being treated at the scene at the moment. He hasn't left the scene. He hasn't been transported, Ted Hayes?
No, he has not been transported. Apparently, when he came, when officers came to look at him, it did not appear that he had been hurt. And in fact, when they tried to handcuff him, he resisted the officers, leading them to believe that he is not hurt. But he is being examined right now.
Okay.
All right.
Hernandez.
Thank you very much, Miriam. We're going to go back out to the scene now with John Gregory, who is at the Hotel Figueroa, and bring us up to date. John?
Well, Laura, from our vantage point, just to touch on what Miriam was talking about, I can see 2 or 3 ambulances around here. There may be more than one injury down there. It's a good bet considering authorities were firing beanbags, and we have learned also rubber bullets at this crowd. It's a very painful weapon if you're hit by such a thing, and obviously it could lead to some serious injuries. Let's look at some pictures again. And there you can see a man injured in this melee. Again, authorities moved in when this crowd started getting out of hand. Witnesses said folks started to light fires in the crowd, that people started throwing things at police, and that's when police moved in on horseback and in force to try and disperse this crowd. You can see at least one person injured, and I think it's a safe bet we'll probably hear about more injuries as the night unfolds here. A very volatile evening, and it's not over yet. There are still activity out there by authorities as they try and push this crowd further and further away from the Staples Center. While they do that, delegates and other officials are coming out of the Staples Center. They're filing out. The situation here is fairly calm now, and it's a safe bet, I think, that a lot of these folks don't even know what happened here this evening just about 20 or 30 minutes ago. But again, a very dangerous, a very volatile situation as police moved in to clear this crowd out. It was a very large crowd we'd be guessing maybe 15,000, 10,000 people. That's the kind of crowd authorities were dealing with. And a lot of these folks were here to see the band Rage Against the Machine. It was a free concert performed tonight. It's a rather militant group that preaches not violence, but certainly preaches folks to fight the system, I guess is the safe way to say it. And a lot of folks came out to watch that band, and that's when things started to get out of hand. But again, the situation now, police pushing the crowds out, clearing this area around the Staples Center out. Meanwhile, ambulances and fire trucks below us tending to the injured, and we'll hopefully sort this out for you by 11 o'clock this evening. Back to you, Mark, Laura.
Okay, John, thank you very much. A lot of the raw video we were looking at there, and we need to stress that it's raw video, unedited. We've got to put it in context. The officers with shotguns firing non-lethal rounds, beanbag rounds, and
pepper
pellets.
spray.
Right, exactly.
And also, too, we should point out that Ted Hayes is somebody who's been very active in Los Angeles for years, some 15 years, leading the Homeless Coalition.
Right.
From what we heard from a reporter on the scene, he is fine. He did not want to receive any treatment out at the scene.
Indeed. That is going to wrap up this special edition of Eyewitness News from the Staples Center.
Now, for Mark, Dallas, Rains, Bill Weir, and the entire Eyewitness News team, I'm Laura Diaz. We thank you for being with us.
And we'll see you at 11 o'clock with more.
Good night.